Hey everybody, I'm Tim Luby with Gordon Marketing. I'm the National Sales Director for Annuities, and welcome to another edition of Selling Life Annuities. With me today, I have my good friend and associate, Steven Allison. He's an Annuity Specialist with Gordon Marketing. And what we want to talk to you about today, our topic for the day, is bonus annuities. They're kind of roaring back. We saw them sort of go away for a while, but now they've come back with great vigor. So there's a tremendous amount of new bonus opportunities in the market, and we want to present them to you because there's some terrific opportunity in those. So getting into it, Steven. So what are we talking about here? Can you describe how the bonus annuities work?
Yeah, sure. So these bonus annuities are really geared towards more for growth or accumulation. So the bonuses are on the account value of the product,
as opposed to like an income annuity,
correct,
like an income account value or a death benefit. This is for account value.
Yep, right. It's for account value only. And typically the bonuses work. They'll be anywhere between 2 to 20%, and for most cases they're on a 10-year surrender period there for that as well.
Right. That's 20% is on the high end of it. That's a terrific bonus though. Now, we see bonuses bigger than that in some of the other products that we talked about, but for accumulation, these bonuses are kind of like real additions to the account value, right?
Yeah, they sure are. And they get added immediately first day one. So you need interest credited over that 10-year period. It gets on top of that bonus.
So they get added immediately. So that's, added to the account value immediately. But I can't actually put it in my pocket and walk away with it, right?
Right.
So help me with that.
Yeah, sure. So they have vesting schedules, these annuity carriers do. That's how they're able to offer these bonuses. And so how those work is that vesting schedule is typically the same time period of the surrender charge. So, and as each year goes by, a certain percentage of that bonus will end up being vested. And so after the 10-year period, if it's a 10-year surrender charge, then the full bonus is available.
That's terrific. So what's a typical bonus look like? I mean, give me, the dominant design, if you will. What kind of percentage of the annuity, what kind of percentage bonus is available? 10% is what you're saying is what we're seeing an awful lot of?
Yeah, that's most cases is 10%.
And the surrender charge most often is, it tends not to be on shorter surrender charges. So a 10% bonus on a 10-year surrender charge is a pretty typical product.
It is typical. I mean, 7 years, you're going to have there'll be few options when it comes to bonuses. 10 are typical when it comes to bonuses. There are some for 14 or 15-year periods as well. Sometimes those have typically higher bonuses.
Right. Mm-hmm. And if I'm not mistaken, sometimes charges. But the mainstream ones that we're talking about are typically no charge for the bonus that they're offering.
Correct. Yeah. Some do come with rider fees to have a larger bonus, but those aren't as prevalent as just the typical 10-year 10% bonus and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So how do the carriers do this? What's the catch, if you will? So does it have an effect on the rates that they earn? In addition to the bonus.
Yeah. Typically, we find that. If it does have a bonus with it, that the opportunity for growth through the caps or par rates typically tend to be slightly lower than if it had one with no bonus at all. But even nowadays, we're seeing where it doesn't really affect the growth terribly much at all.
Right. Well, good. Okay. So that makes sense to me. Everybody's working with the same dollar. Mm-hmm. So when do these bonuses sort of make the most sense? When do they come into play?
Yeah. So there's a couple, about 2 or 3 of them. One is when market loss. A lot of people tend to go through cycles where they're losing money in their 401k, and they want to be able to get back part of that loss. They may have lost 10 or 15% in the market, and they see an opportunity with these income. Not income, but the growth annuities where they can get 10% back with the bonus. That'd be one way. Another one might be when the advisor meets with the client, they already have an annuity, and it's maybe just not meeting their goals anymore. And they have a surrender charge still on there, maybe 2 or 3%. And these annuities may offer 5 or 10%, which can cover up the surrender charge for them and make sense to move it. Another one may be just people just being uncertain with how the market is going to be performing in the next couple of years. And they like the idea of having a type of a guaranteed bonus amount that they can count on that's going to be on their contract for the next 5 or 10 years.
Yeah, I'm glad you hit on that. I think that's probably the one that I see most often is the certainty. Yeah. Because indexed annuities, which most of these do have the opportunity to present to credit zero. Mm-hmm. 0 is the hero. But everybody likes to get something.
Yep.
And the certainty of being able to get a 10% bonus day one, so they know they're up 10% no matter what happens. can overcome an awful lot that concern that someone might be in a contract for a year or two before they ever make a penny, before they ever earn anything. So that's terrific. So the opportunities are significant. The products are much more prevalent. We've had, I think, 3 new products introduced in the last month and a half in this realm. So they kind of have come back, I guess in conjunction somewhat with the interest rates and the changes we've seen in, the economy in general. But so how, to producers, if they're interested in this, how do they engage with us? How do they find out about the current bonus opportunity for them?
Sure. Yeah. I would just say, reach out to one of us, you or me. I can be reached there. My extension is 140. My email is sallison, which is ALLISON at gordonmarketing.com. I can certainly be able to go over any of the types of situations that you may come across with your clients, whether they have different surrender charges or market losses and wanting to kind of catch back, and we can kind of look over what one has the right bonus that fits.
It kind of fits within our case design process, right? So so contact me or Steven. He gave you his number. I'm at extension 213, or my direct number, 24 hours, is 330-283-6140. My email address is timl@gordonmarketing.com. So I think we're running out of time here, but thank you so much for your time and attention today. We really appreciate you tuning in. If you would please take a moment to subscribe to the button down below and hit the notification bell so that you can hear every time we come out with a new life and annuity session. And please like, comment, and share. But with that, on behalf of Steven Allison, our Annuity Specialist, and myself, Tim Luby, National Sales Director for Annuities, thank you for joining us for Life and Annuity Selling, and happy selling.